Hey guys, welcome to RoboSiddhi, and in this video we are going to program our ESP32 board. So in previous videos we have seen what is ESP32 board, we have seen the pin configuration of our ESP32 board, we have seen how we are going to install it in our system, in our PC and computer, and we have also seen the installation process of Arduino IDE. So it's done for now. Now let's go and let's make a program, a first program of our ESP32, which is to blink an LED. So first of all, I have a LED here, and you might have seen it already in previous other classes, or maybe in your childhood that you might have played with this. This is basically a light, you can say. So this is an LED. Whenever you are going to apply some voltage to it, it is going to glow. Alright. Now this is the most basic program for our ESP32 or any kind of embedded systems you are making. Either it's Arduino, it's Raspberry Pi, or this is Raspberry in this case. This is ESP32 in this case. So we are going to blink and simple LED and make a basic simple code. So that's going to be our first code. So let's go, let's develop the code and let's see how it's going to work. So let's go. Okay guys, so we require some components, and first of all we need ESP32 board. Yes, of course we need it because we are studying about it. Then we are going to need a breadboard. So this is a breadboard that we are using. So this is for connecting components without soldering them. Okay, so whenever you are going to make electrical connections and you use soldering, the connection will be permanent. Now if we use ESP32 and we blink LED with it and we solder it, we won't be able to use ESP32 in other projects, right? So to avoid that, we use this breadboard. We are using G4th pin of our ESP32. So what I will do is I will just simply plug it breadboard in here like this. Now the breadboard is fixed and we can use all of its pins, right? So that's how we can connect it. Now what happens is whenever you are using LED, so this is a LED, you might have seen it in your childhood. So this is the LED. We also need this in this experiment. First of all, there are two legs of it, okay, which means there's a polarity of LED. If you switch the polarity and if you connect it backwards, like if you connect the plus one, this is a bigger one is plus one or anode, right? Shorter one is cathode or negative terminal. What will happen when you switch it? If you connect negative to batteries positive and batteries positive to its negative, the LED can catch fire, it can get damaged or it can burn. So to avoid it, please check the polarity. We are going to use plus to plus and minus to minus. Alright. Then we have resistor. So this is a resistor. This is a component that is used to prevent this LED to get burning. Okay, so what happens is this LED is very power sensitive. If you apply too much power, it can get damaged or it can burn. So to avoid it, we use this. This is a resistor. This is basically for limiting the current that is going to be. Alright, so that's what we are going to connect it. First of all, we are going to connect pin number G4 to our register like this, right? Just like this. We connected pin number G4 and we have attached it to our register. Alright, if you don't understand it, don't worry, I will attach the schematic file in the video description. Then we are going to connect the LEDs positive. So this is a then we are going to connect it to our ground. So this is the ground that we have connected here. Now remember what we are doing here is we are basically providing it power from G4 pin and then we are going to connect the LED in series with resistor, right, like this, and then the LED's cathode terminal is connected in ground like this. So this is the ground pin and we have to write a program. So in this case we don't need jumper wires, right? So these are the jumper wires. You can also use them if you are want to make the connections a little bit more far. And right now it's connected and cut it, sir. So let's go, let's code our ESP32 and let's see how it works. Let's go. Okay guys, now let's program it For programming it, we need our Arduino IDE. If you don't know how to install it, just go check our previous videos where we have explained how you can install Arduino and how you can install ESP32 boards. Yes, when you install Arduino IDE, it won't have ESP32 boards. There's a special trick you have to use and you can install the ESP32 boards. So go check out if you don't know. Now let's open the Arduino IDE. Simply clicking on it and it will open like this. Here you can see we have our blank page where we have to write the codes. Alright, now we have to go to the tools and we have to select our board, which is ESP32 dev module. So this is the board that we are going to use. Keep in your mind ESP32 dev module. If you select any one of these C3, S2 and such as other modules, it won't work. Just select ESP32 dev module. After selecting it, what I will do is I will plug in my ESP32 using this cable. So this is a cable USB to micro USB, right? So I can basically plug it into this USB port like this, right? And now we are going to plug it. So for plugging it, just put it, and here we can see that there's a little bit red LED that is glowing on my ESP32. Now let's go to device manager. So we will go to device manager and here you can find ports section COM and LPT. So here you will find our ESP32 is connected on COM number 12. So if you can see Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART bridge, that is our ESP32 and that is connected on COM number 12. So what we have to do is we have to close it. Now go to the tools and here you are going to find a port section. So it was on port number 12. So what I will do, I will just connect it on port number 12. Perfect. Now it's connected and now let's write our first code. First of all, we have connected the ESP32 and we have connected the LED to its pin number G4. Alright, so that is GPIO of 4. So what we have to do is we have to declare a pin mode. Now what we see here is two loops, right? Void setup and then we see void loop. So they are both functions. The void setup is a loop also. So whenever you are going to write any kind of code here between both of these curly braces, what will happen is it will only run once. This is for setup code, right? Now imagine ESP32 is having so many sensors. You are connecting so many sensors to ESP32. ESP32 need to know what kind of sensors are connected to our ESP32, also what kind of pins that we are using to connect our ESP32 to and sensors, right? So for that we have to declare it in void setup section. Here we have to write pinMode. So we are going to use pinMode here, pinMode, and we are using pin number 4. So what I will do is I will write it like this. 4 is output. Why output? Because we are giving power to the LED. We are not taking power from LED, right? So we are going to give power to LED. So we are going to give it from pin number 4 and we are going to declare it as output because we are outputting the power. Alright, now that is connected. Now what we have to do, we have to come to our void loop section, right? That is all we have to do in void setup because we have just declared it, what pins we are using and how we are using them, input or either output. So we are using pin number 4 and we are using it as output. One more thing, whatever you write in this code, you have to keep in mind that everything is cache sensitive. Here, for an example, I put this M as capital or small m, right? I won't put it as capital, I will put it as small. Now you can see it won't work, right? For that we have to give it a specific cache sensitive name. Now in this case the pinMode function is red, so it's been recognized by our Arduino IDE. So that's what we have to do, and keep in your mind. Now we have to go into void loop section, and what we have to do is we have to write our main code. Now we are using pin number 4, so keep it in your mind. First of all, we are going to use digitalWrite. Okay, this is a digitalWrite function. Wherever you are going to need 0 or 1, either 0 volt or 5 volt of power, you are going to use digitalWrite function. So whenever we are going to use digitalWrite, we have two options. Either we can set the pin to high or we can set the pin to low. So here we are using pin number 4. So let's make it high for high like this. Remember, we are going to use it as high, right? So that is also need to be capital. If you put it smaller or small case, it won't work. Either the output that you have written here, if you put it smaller, it won't work. You have to put them capital. Now we have to upload it. Alright, now what we have to do is we have to press the boot button. Now press the boot button and you can see that it is writing our code, and now the code has been written. Done uploading. Right, now I will show you what's happening here. So if you can see closely, if I show you, the LED is red and it is going a little bit slightly, right? So this is a very dim, but this is glowing. Now it's high, means the LED is on. I hope you can see. Right, now we have to blink it. How we are going to blink it? Now let's see what we will do. Okay, to blink our okay, so to blink our LED, we have to write a little bit lengthier code. Okay, so whenever you have seen anything blinking, like any kind of light or any kind of stars you might have seen, so they are turning on and off, right? Just like that. So in this case, our LED is not blinking. This is simply on. It's not blinking. For that, we have to blink it. We have to turn it on. Then we have to turn it off. Then we have to turn it on and off again and again. So in that manner, it will blink. Okay. Now, if you analyze what we have done in this code is we have basically put it to high. Now, there's a function which is called delay, all right, which is called delay. And if I put it 1000, if I write it like this, what will happen? Now, whole code means digitalWrite for is high for 1000 milliseconds, which is 1 second. Now our LED is on for 1 millisecond, right? Now our LED is on for 1 millisecond. So delay is basically delaying something, like you might be going to school and you are delayed by 1 minute, 1 hour, just like that, half hour. So that's just like that, we have delays. So what we are doing here is we are basically making the delay. So whenever the Arduino is ESP32 is executing this command, okay, it will take some delay to go on this command, just like that. Okay, so if this is doing 4 pin high, then it will take 1 second of delay to go on this command, right? So first of all, let me explain you a little bit more that our Arduino code or any kind of code you write, or ESP32 code or any other microcontroller, let's say, they all have a linearity in their code. What do you mean by linearity? Basically, whenever you are going to code it, the Arduino is going to read everything. Just like you write application, just like you write stories, you may have write essays. Whenever you are going to write or read something, you start from here. First line, then second line, then third line, then you will go all the way to down and then you stop. But in this Arduino case, we are doing similar. Arduino is doing similar, or ESP32 is doing similar, very similar. Whenever you are going to write ESP32 code, what ESP32 will do is he will read the codes from first line to last line, but it will keep repeating that reading process. Okay, now we have digitalWrite for high. What it will do is this loop will keep continue. First line, second line, third line, the code is end here, but it will be jumping on this line again, first line. It will start from 1 again, then it will keep repeating. Now, as you can see, we have written digital 4th pin is high and it is delaying for 1 second. What we can do is we can basically turn it off. For that, we can simply write this command like this, and then we are going to put a delay again. So what we have done is we have put a delay again after making it low. What do you mean by low now? So as we have seen, the high means our LED is on, okay, which means turning LED is on, right? It means turning LED on. Now we have done it for how many seconds? 1 second, okay. Now don't be confused, 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second, right? 1000 millisecond is 1 second. We all know that. Okay, now what we can do is we can basically now what we have done is we have turned it off. Now what we are doing is we are basically turning LED on, and we are going to keep it on for 1 second. Then we are going to turn it off for 1 second also, right? So what we are doing here is we are going to turn it off for 1 second, right? That's how our LED is going to be blinking. Now don't mind them, they are not part of code, but they are comments. What do you mean by comment? This is for an human to read. Now I'm explaining the code to you, and in case you take my code and you want to see what is doing what, any kind of operation is going on there, and you wanna see how the things are working. What I can do is I can basically put comments here using this kind of two slashes. What I will do is I will put comments here. Okay, don't worry, they are not executable. So Arduino is not going to, or ESP32 is not going to see it. Okay, in my case I'm saying Arduino because we are working on Arduino IDE, right? So Arduino IDE is not going to count them as a code. Okay, but they are very important whenever you're going to make a big code and you want other people to analyze it, so you need comments. Now our code is done. What we are doing here is we are keeping it on, okay, for 1 second. Then we are going to turn it off for 1 second. Now remember, I said this code is linear. What will happen is when this code is here, the fourth line is executing, what it will do is it will jump on first line again, and it will be on fourth line again, first, second, three, fourth, first, second, three, fourth. It will keep looping, it will keep running in loops, right? So now let's upload it and let's see what will happen. Now keep remember, there is a boot button like we have discussed in a previous video on ESP32. Whenever you are going to upload the program, you have to press that button and then release it. Okay, so I will just keep my fingers on boot button in case it's uploading. Now I will press it, and as you can see, it's uploaded. Right, it's done uploading. And if you look closely on our ESP32 board, you can see that the LED is glowing and it's blinking. Okay, let me show you. Now, as you can see that LED is blinking. So guys, that's it for this video. And if you want to buy any kind of equipment or component that we have used in this video or any other video, you can simply check out RoboSiddhi.shop, where we are selling such high quality components. Also, we are going to provide you support with everything you buy. Also, the Arduino and ESP32 courses are live in Hindi and English also. So go and check out and join them. So where you are going to learn very good fundamentals and from very basic to high level. We are going to make projects also. So let's go and let's explore robotics, embedded systems, IoT together. So goodbye, see you in another video.